It's the 2K Sports Pregame Show.
Good evening, everybody. Ernie Johnson here with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Great to have you with us on 2K Sports. We'll watch the Charlotte Hornets in this one as they go up against the Brooklyn Nets. For Brooklyn, they come in off the loss to the Pacers in Indianapolis. Third from the bottom of the Eastern Conference for them at the moment. Probably not the spot they had targeted when the season began. They're having a few of the same issues they had last year. The Brooklyn Nets appear to be in Plan B mode. You remember when new ownership came in 2010, they spent big, traded aggressively for some big-name free agents, hoping it would put them in the hunt for a title. Hasn't exactly happened, Jet.
No, they took that shot, and it didn't work. It didn't work at all. But it's tough to rebuild now. You know, a lot of those picks were traded away to the Celtics, and they are going to just be a strong basketball team in the coming years.
Well, you're right, Ken. It didn't work. That's why they had to put a new front office in place, bringing on some talent from San Antonio. We know how they do it in San Antonio. They're taking the patient route, building from the ground up.
And that is it. Just about time for tip-off. We'll see you later.
Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
The Nets come into an Eastern Conference contest in this game. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports as we get set to bring you some terrific NBA action. Hello, everyone. With Chris Webber and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. We'll be hearing from our Hall of Famer on the sideline, David Aldridge. You look at the Hornets. This is an important game for them because they've really been struggling. Just one win in their last 5 games.
And checking out Charlotte, hanging where they are, right in the middle of the standings, will not make things easy for them down the stretch.
Man, they have to find a way to get better and not just be a mid-level team. Whether they get things together and accomplish this remains to be seen.
And now, before we get to the tip-off, let's find out what Kenny Atkinson had to share with our David Aldridge. David.
Guys, he told me their primary focus of the pregame discussion was defense. He said they're dealing with a very sophisticated offense, and it's going to require an outstanding effort from his players at the defensive end to come out on top. Let's see if that's the effort they get. Guys?
Thanks, David. And Chris, as the season gets going, a lot of players start having lengthy road trips. Just how hard is it to play on the tail end of, say, a 5, 6, or a 7-game trip?
It's terrible. You miss the comforts of home, sleeping in your own bed, eating your own food, your habits, being on the road. You just miss all the good things about home, your family, and things like that. But you have to love these trips. One, if you're a player, because they set up time for chemistry. It's the most time you get to spend with your teammates. You really get to bond and get to know who each other are. Secondly, it takes a toll on that team. It wears you down. It sets you up for failure when you come home. And what's great about that is every team has to go through it.
Right.
So this is the NBA. It has to be the hardest league, the hardest schedule. And so it's tough, but, that's what we do as players in this league. And so I love it because everyone does it. And I've always said that sports is so fair because it's unfair to us all. And that's an unfair part of the game, but you got to get through it. You got to battle it, and you got to get through it.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. They've got Crabbe. Hollis Jefferson is out there with Damari Carroll. Then there's Allen. And it's Dinwiddie in at the 1 spot.
It's a battle boxing Howard out. Too big, too strong.
Here's Dinwiddie. After the basket by Charlotte. Carroll kicks to Allen. Goes up at the stripe. It's rebounded by Kid Gilchrist. Last outing for Charlotte, they won that game against Orlando.
Playing on the road, always a challenge, but it becomes a heck of a lot easier when you can shoot the three ball the way they did.
Oh, no doubt. And when you're hitting a high percentage on the perimeter, everything becomes easier.
Kicks it to Carroll. Pass to Allen. And Allen slams it in.
And how about the unselfishness of Carroll? You know, he's not hunting shots, just making winning plays.
Walker's shot is off.
And low percentage look on that one. Not sure what he was thinking.
Sometimes you get a little outside of yourself. You have to be a little more disciplined.
Crabbe with the ball. And Batum picks him up defensively. Stolen by Walker. And Walker with a clear path to the hoop. Finished off the break.
Well, when Batum, Kevin, spots a wide-open teammate, he zips the rock to him quickly. Just exceptional vision.
The pass to Hollis Jefferson. Williams comes with a double team. Dishes it to Dinwiddie. To the inside, Allen. It's rebounded by Charlotte.
He does well to burrow his way into the post, but loses his touch on the finish.
And the shot falls short this time. The Nets have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. There's Crabbe with a 3. And the Nets miss again.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
You can see that he definitely takes rebounding seriously, and his size really helps him come down with plenty of those tough boards.
Fires from the wing. Unable to get that one. And it's the Hornets taking it the other way. And it's Kid Gilchrist penetrating. The shot's good on the assist by Walker.
And when Kid Gilchrist takes it to the hole, he's money. Just an expert at getting right to the rack.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Kid Gilchrist. That's his first foul. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played, Kid Gilchrist comes with a double team. Crabbe, good. Crabbe's got his first points of the night.
Got to respect the mid-range J of Crabbe. I mean, with his height and quick release, so tough to guard.
And there's a foul called on Allen Crabbe. That's his first foul.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time. And here we can now take a look at how the ratio was between the 3s and the 2s last season for the Nets.
And they really based almost their entire offense around the three-point shot. Spread the floor, space the defense, and if the deep shots aren't falling, at least it should open things up inside.
Nets trail by 4. Fires the 3. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Howard's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Kid Gilchrist. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Michael Kidd Gilchrist, a player that isn't known for his offense but makes up for it on D. Fantastic defender who can completely disrupt an assignment in a number of ways. Very quick and can stick to someone like glue.
Two shots.
Free throw good, Michael Kid Gilchrist. And with Kid Gilchrist, his defense is definitely his most important asset. Really, until his offense comes along, Chris, it's how he'll make his biggest impact on a team.
Well, that's perfectly fine for a player like MKG. He gives you defense and great rebounding on the wing, Kevin. He's active on both ends of the floor, and he brings the energy when he's in.
And both free throws good from Michael Kid Gilchrist.
And the potential that Kid Gilchrist has is exciting. A rangy defender who is finding his offense slowly but surely.
Kid Gilchrist comes with a double team. To the wing right side. There's Crabbe with the 3. Good on the three-point shot. Crabbe's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
And they can't allow him too many open looks like that. That's just inviting trouble.
Kid Gilchrist, no luck.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
The shot by Carroll, no good.
Well, it's a confidence shaker when you can't hit a wide open three like that.
Here's Walker. Yep, that one goes.
When Walker gets out in transition, good luck. Running so quickly down the floor for these high percentage chances.
Out to the right wing. Batum brings the double team. Here's Dinwiddie. Allen. And it's sent back by Howard.
Howard, one of the league's most feared rim protectors in the league. Now, those passes into the paint have to be precise, just like that one.
Stripped away. Carroll against Kid Gilchrist. Crabbe from long range. Buries the long-range jumper. Crabbe's got 8 points.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Just amazing work from Walker. Really zipping the rock fast to the wide open man.
Brooklyn trailing. Passes it to Hollis Jefferson. The feed now to Carroll. He dishes it to Dinwiddie. 5 to shoot. Grab the pass to Carroll. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
And how about Carroll using his size there, taking it strong inside?
From 11 feet away, it's tipped. They recover it. Shot's good by Walker. Brooklyn's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Grab the pass to Hollis Jefferson. Back to Crabbe. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
It's good. Williams has got his second bucket.
Well, the grit Williams played with is admirable. You love how he finishes despite getting roughed up a little bit.
Taken away by Williams. A fast break now for Charlotte.
That athletic.
Yeah.
Wow. Jumped out of the gym.
And that's how to make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered.
And that was Under Armour bringing you that replay. Unleash chaos. And what a play it was.
Oh, how about using the rim to get some true hang time?
You know, he just wanted to make sure the landing was softer than the takeoff. Batum, the putback. Hollis Jefferson with the rebound.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Dinwiddie dishes to Allen. That's tipped, so it looks like the Nets will retain possession here.
And taking a look here at the numbers for Batum, this last month he has been a real positive for this team, averaging about 15 points, 4 assists, and 4 rebounds. And guys, he's making winning plays. It's as simple as that. Not a star player per se, but he makes his presence felt.
Well, yeah, lately he's been overachieving a little bit. Hopefully this is a sign of greater things to come.
And there's the call on Howard. That's his first foul. The Nets making a switch here. Russell's checked in. Clock at 6. It's Carroll on the wing. No good on the 3. Charlotte in the lead.
Oh, well, when you go up against the Hornets, you know that they're going to battle you for rebounds. Great job of closing out possessions. They rarely get pushed around on the glass. That's what every team needs, guys getting after it on the offensive board.
There's Dinwiddie following the basket by Nicholas Batum. Allen, a screen on Batum. Here's Dinwiddie. Walker with some nice D. Hornets are a strong rebounding team, Chris. It makes sense when you look at this roster. A lot of strength at every position.
Oh, yeah. Well, and adding Dwight Howard can only help with that. Every time the shot goes up, he boxes out. He's not afraid to get into the paint and battle for position. Nice work to get in position for the rebound and the putback. He has no off switch.
Kid Gilchrist with the steal. And he finished it off with a lay-in. Now it's a 7-point Charlotte lead.
And boy, have they come out strong, really pounding the offensive board for second chance points.
And they double up Russell. The Nets working the ball around now. Connects from three-point range. Carroll's got 5 points so far.
And that's his role. That's where Carroll's at his best, the catch and shoot.
And it's slammed in by Howard.
Yeah, Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up.
And over the course of the Nets franchise history, some interesting decisions. I mean, back in the 90s, they came very close to changing the team name to the Swamp Dragons. I think I'm just going to leave that one right there.
Free throw, good, Allen. So, Greg, how close were the Nets to being the Swamp Dragons anyway?
Well, it needed a unanimous vote of all the teams to change it, but there was one vote against it. The Nets themselves voted against the change, and they had 7 owners who rotated voting duties, and the one on deck got cold feet.
And Allen drops them both. Chris, you've been on both sides of the coin for this. When it comes to a veteran presence in the locker room, just how important is that? When you were a young player getting it, and maybe as an older player when you were preaching.
When I was a rookie, Kevin, I needed a veteran just as much as I needed an assistant coach. They were that important to me because when you think about it, that's how you learn your routine.
Wow.
What to eat before a game, how many hours to eat before a game, how to recoup after a game, how to say no to your friends and family for playoff tickets because, you're at home and you got to buy 75 tickets. Just kind of how to navigate through life. That veteran player can help. And I think that's one thing when the game kind of got lost in years past, it was because we lost that veteran presence in the locker room. And so to me, the veteran presence is everything. Chris Mullin getting on me because I'm a rookie. I mean, I would have paid him to do that. So, it's really cool because just as much as they get on you, they help you and they explain the game, help you out with life and everything else. So it's like a big brother relationship.
Oh, that's good to hear.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
Charlotte leading by 6. And Walker kicks to Zeller. And the dunk by Zeller.
One of the more positive attributes of Zeller, the explosiveness to play above the rim on a regular basis.
Brooklyn's gotten a lot of shots off from three-point land in the first quarter, but they're only 4 of 9. Zeller with the double team. And stolen by Zeller. Now, Kaminsky. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. This one for 3. Zeller grabs the board. And so it's Charlotte with it. Walker with it. He's picked up by Russell. Walker's shot is off. Nets trail by 8. Now, here is Russell. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against Indiana.
And where I thought he was out of his mind was the playmaking. Time and time again, he set his teammates up for the easy buckets.
Walker the pass to Lamb. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
And the key piece in one of the biggest NBA trades over the past few years, Lamb was sent by the Rockets to the Thunder in exchange for James Harden. That was a major trade.
The Hornets shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Take a break. 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Lamb.
Well, if you watch the Hornets over the past few seasons, it's easy to see how disciplined they are. They don't turn the ball over on simple plays. They never get too ahead of themselves and give away possessions.
And the Hornets making a change here. Graham's checked in. And good on the second, so he makes them both. And with the Hornets, taking care of the ball really has become a bit of an identity for this team. It's something that is at the heart of what they do.
Well, with the roster they have, in order to compete with the top teams, they need to play smart. Limiting turnovers and making the most of possessions is critical in that.
And it's Okafor missing.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Graham with the bucket. Graham's got his first 2 points.
pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And the rebounding has been key to their success here tonight.
Oh, you're exactly right. It's simple arithmetic. More boards means more possessions, means more opportunities to score. Simple arithmetic.
And from the opening tip, they just crushed it. You see it now on the scoreboard.
Yeah, particularly on offense, where they've been completely in sync. Terrific first quarter.
And the dunk by Zeller.
Methodical in their approach. They have absolutely owned this first quarter.
Well, I love how they've done it. They've built this huge lead with points in the paint, dominating physically.
Brooklyn with the ball, following the bucket by the Hornets. There's the double team with Lamb. Here's Russell. Good on the baseline, Jay.
And great play call. Just so often an initiator, Russell can also catch and fire.
A nice shot by Zeller.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Russell kicks to Allen. Zeller with the double team. Here's Okafor. Off target at the rim. Charlotte leading by 16. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Here's Kaminsky, and finished off by Kaminsky.
Starting to surge here, and we're only in the first quarter.
And it's happening at both ends, trying to end this thing before it begins.
Here's Lamb, and he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time, the whistle blowing. And there's the call, Brooklyn the foul.
That's a good athlete. With nice fluidity and quickness, Lamb can draw fouls when he's pushing the action.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight.
Shooting two.
Free throw drops for Lamb. And Lamb drops them both.
Yeah, drawing fouls and making them pay at the line.
Here's Stauskas. Screened by Russell. And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. Six seconds left to play in the first. And so it's the Charlotte Hornets controlling the game and finishing the quarter with a 20-point lead. Their defense has been terrific in this game. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And Dwight Howard, a lightning rod figure around the league, subject to a lot of criticism, but he says he takes comfort in playing the game he still loves.
Basketball, this is my passion, on the court, it's my sanctuary. I want to have fun. The reason I play is to win championships. I take this game very seriously.
It's an interesting concept that Dwight has to take something very seriously in order to have fun. He does say he has a burning passion to win a championship. He's been in the finals, and this is a guy that's got still a lot to shoot for, he feels, in his career.
It's a great point, Kevin. And the challenge for Dwight is how to balance how serious he is and how passionate he is with having that fun on the court that he's after.
And welcome back. It's been all one-sided so far through the first quarter as our second quarter gets underway. And a comfortable margin for the Hornets here, guys.
And through that first period, for me, their work on the glass has been the difference.
Well, it means extra possessions, and that's certainly reflected in the score right now.
So for Brooklyn now, D'Angelo Russell out there with Stauskas. Then there's Allen. Then there's Harris. And it's Okafor in at the center. Russell kicks to Stauskas. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Stauskas has got the first points up on the board here in the second quarter for the Nets. And D'Angelo Russell, a pretty impressive ball handler for his size. Chris, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, but he's still working on his finishing, though. I mean, not the most explosive athlete. He's got to get it done with touch and drive and positioning and kick it out to the open teammates.
Allen outside. In the corner, it's Harris. And stolen by Graham. And a fast break now for the Hornets. Monk's got the ball, but they'll get another chance. And the basket is good. 6 points for Lamb.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Now here's Okafor. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard.
And despite the short wingspan for a big man, Kaminsky with the height and timing to steal block shots.
And then Monk with the dunk.
Hits the moving target with the lead pass. He made it look so easy.
Outside, Russell. They set the pick. They get a hand on it. It's stolen by Monk. Finished off the break. Monk's got his second bucket of the night.
And how about Monk there? You better get in front of him when he's in attack mode. If you allow him to get to that launching pad, it is too little, too late. And they are absolutely stroking it from beyond the arc.
Here's Zeller, and he converts the layup. Zeller's got 10 points.
Yeah, that was the third straight high-percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
And stolen by Zeller. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. The shot's good from Monk. Monk's got 6 points in the quarter.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. Defeated by the Pacers in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
Well, listen, I've seen worse performances offensively, but no doubt that group was inconsistent.
They would look like they had to figure it out and take a couple bad shots and be right back to where they started.
Well, we don't always get what we want, Chris, but if you were in charge of the dunk contest, which 4 players would you personally pick to make up the field?
Man, it's so tough. Wow. I think I definitely want to go with Levine. He's, the ex-dunk champ.
Yes.
Wow. Oh, that's a tough one. I mean, Westbrook, I think Paul George would be great in there. Of course, LeBron, Griffin. I don't know. Davis. There's so many high flyers. I just think it's so tough because sometimes the smaller guys have the advantage. Big guys feel like they can't do it because they won't be as exciting. I mean, even our worst dunk contest, I've fallen in love with because you get to see some incredible things. But, I'd start with them, but so many other players you can pick.
Hyundai Hollis Jefferson, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Crabbe comes in for Harris. Just a quick look now at how the point totals have looked over the last few months for Lamb.
Look, sometimes you go up, sometimes down, and the trend has been on the downward side in terms of his average points per game. And a variety of factors can be the culprit. And a lot of times you focus on the efficiency more than just pure point output.
Count that one.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Now, here is Russell. He's got 9. Zeller with the double team. Russell inside, covered by Lamb. And D'Angelo Russell again.
But if you thought the D was going to tighten up on him here in the second quarter, think again.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
And so it's Charlotte with it. Rebound by Stauskas. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. For the 3. That one doesn't go. And Charlotte will go the other way with it. They're getting their first look of the season at the Nets in this one.
And they won the season series against this club last year, but, then again, so did a lot of other teams.
Nets have gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. Outside, Russell. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Zeller's got 5 rebounds tonight with the shot. That one off the back iron and out.
And low percentage look on that one. Not sure what he was thinking.
Sometimes you get a little outside of yourself. You have to be a little more disciplined.
Russell with the bucket.
It's his shooting that's kept them out of an even deeper hole.
Here's Kaminsky, and finished off by Kaminsky.
Love seeing the big man take it to the rack. Kaminsky is fantastic at breaking down the defense.
Brooklyn's gone 3 of 4 with the long-range bombs here in the second quarter. Russell kicks to Okafor, to the paint. Lets it go from 11. Rebounded by Lamb. Charlotte shooting so well, the offensive execution has been brilliant. 66% from the field. Graham with the bucket. Brooklyn's gotten the three-point shot off 16 times tonight. 7 times they've hit it, 9 times they've missed. Hollis Jefferson, good. Hollis Jefferson's got 6.
Yeah, and you love how Russell keeps his eyes up. Rarely misses a guy when he's free.
Lamb, good.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Outside, Russell. He kicks it to Stauskas. Back to Russell. Lets it go from deep. Graham with the rebound. Here's the Hornets with the ball. Here's Zeller. Doesn't get it to drop for him. For Brooklyn, they've gone 6 of 11 from the floor. Over 50% shooting here in the second quarter. And good that time. 13 points in the game.
And Crabbe knows he has the green light to shoot. When he catches the pass, he's ready to pull the trigger.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hornets.
And, of course, for the Nets, I mean, they won't control their own first-round pick until 2019. There's going to be some losing along the way with not much reward.
So a whole new group on the floor now for Charlotte. Damari Carroll's checked in for the Nets. Spencer Dinwiddie comes in for D'Angelo Russell. And so it's Charlotte with it. And Greg, the Nets trading away the better part of a decade worth of draft picks when they went all in back in 2013 and 2014.
Yeah, going for vets like Darren Williams and Gerald Wallace, Paul Pierce, and, of course, KG. But unfortunately, all past their prime. That team only able to get to the second round, and boy, what a heavy price to pay for so little success in the postseason.
Here's Batum after the basket by Brooklyn. Here's Williams, and it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
And the hard work inside from Williams, easily earning the foul call because of his intensity.
For Charlotte, they have been excellent at the free throw line here today, a flawless 6 for 6.
And in terms of team numbers, the free throw percentage is right at 74.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. And Marvin Williams, for a long while, had been viewed as a tweener. You know, a player who is stuck somewhere, Greg, between the small and power forward positions.
Yeah, and for a lot of players, that is plenty to get you minutes. I mean, Williams has improved on his defense here later in his career, and he's shot more threes, and it's really become a weapon for him over the course of his career.
And Williams drops them both.
At this point in his career, Williams knows his role. He doesn't play outside of himself. You love that about him. He focuses on playing within the system.
Pass to Hollis Jefferson. He feeds it to Cramp. Over Howard. Here's Okafor. And he banks in the layup. Okafor's got his first basket of the night.
Yeah, they've raised their shooting percentage in this quarter, and they're starting to get on track. They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Here's Dinwiddie, and he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game. And stolen by Howard. Here's Walker. It's good. Great play by Williams to set it up. Williams has got 3 assists in the game. Brooklyn's gone 3 of 5 beyond the arc since the start of the second quarter. They set the screen. Deep 2 from Carroll. No good on the shot. And Charlotte will go the other way with it. To the middle. And the slam by Williams.
Well, Kevin Williams is great at getting to where he wants to shoot the ball. He looks comfortable from firing anywhere right now.
Here's Dinwiddie, guarded by Walker. Dinwiddie dishes to Carroll. Okafor with the screen on Kid Gilchrist. Shot clock at 5. There's the triple. The Hornets pull it in.
Oh, man, you can't get much better look from three-point range than that one. That just wasn't in rhythm.
Shot's good by Walker.
Even with the D swarming Walker, he rattles in these shots. Just an exceptional finisher close to the basket.
Now here's Cramp. 15 points in the game. Hollis Jefferson passes to Dinwiddie. Cramp with the ball. Williams picks him up. There's the double team with Walker. Stolen by Walker. Drops in the breakaway layup. Walker's got 6 in the quarter.
They've leaned on him tonight, and he's delivered with some great shooting.
Poked loose. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Walker.
A moment here to look at some numbers for Walker. 17th in scoring, and he's in the top 20 in assists per game. His talent for creating easy buckets for his teammates, such an asset.
And like you were saying, one of the stronger scorers in the league. A tireless worker on the offensive end, and it's no wonder he's top 20 in points. Feeds it to Carroll. Looking to end the run. Bangs home the trifecta. Carroll's got 8 points.
And hard work has always been Carroll's calling card. He put the time in to develop that shot. And that pattern continues, guys. Another heat check, another log on the fire.
Oh, I know this feeling. They're in that special zone where you feel untouchable. They haven't missed in a while.
They grab their own miss, Okafor, and they convert at last on attempt number 3. Okafor's got his second bucket of the game to go. And it's slammed in by Williams.
And the size Williams has allows him to rise up for these type of dunks. A terrific athlete.
Brooklyn's gone 4 of 7 on 3-point shots in the second quarter. Dinwiddie kicks to Okafor. Doubled by Howard. Tipped away. Stolen by Walker. And a fast break now for the Hornets. Here's Kid Gilchrist. A putback. Hollis Jefferson with the rebound. And taking care of the ball has been a problem for him.
That's something they've got to fix. While the defense has been good, a lot of these turnovers have been unforced.
These are the teams that have been really dominant in the paint so far this season. In third, the Hornets. The 4th spot held by the Nets.
And you know, anytime you get these two teams together, it's going to be physical. Both of them really go after it on the backboards.
Pick by Okafor. There's the double team with Walker. And it's Carroll in the corner. 4 on the clock. Off the screen. Another one falls for Brooklyn.
And usually Carroll will stay beyond the arc. That time stepping in for the basket.
And it's Williams throwing it down.
And not the prototype power forward, but he has tremendous athletic ability.
Nets shooting pretty well at 46% from the floor. Dinwiddie dishes to Okafor. Inside. Hollis Jefferson can't hit. Charlotte shooting wonderfully up to this point. 6. Oh, wow.
Well, Williams is a very smart player. He knows how to fill the lane in transition.
Nets shooting the ball beautifully in the second quarter. They're at 55% from the field. to the left side wing. Williams comes with a double team. There's Crabbe with the three. Dwight Howard pulls it in. Howard's got 8 rebounds in this game.
3 triples in the first quarter, but he's yet to knock one down here in the second.
When Marvin Williams came into the NBA out of North Carolina, the world was expecting a lot out of him, mostly because of where he was drafted, which was number 2 overall back in 2015. He hasn't lived up, Chris, to those draft position numbers, but he has been a solid contributor his entire career.
Well, it's not his fault the GM picked him that high, so I don't know. I think most players knew what his potential was. I just think that was a mistake of a GM. But for Marvin, it took some time, but he's grown into playing the power forward position. He came in as a 3, believe it or not, so I always thought he was at a disadvantage. He's always been able to shoot and stretch the floor from that spot, but now if he had played the 4, coming in and stretched out bigger guys, I think that would have been more advantageous for his game.
And that one falls for Williams.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
Some changes for Brooklyn. Allen's checked in for Okafor. Harris comes in for Hollis Jefferson. And it's LeVert in for Allen Crabbe. He hits both from the stripe.
And didn't have a single free throw in that first quarter, but he started to play with a little bit more of an edge to his game here in the second.
Here's Dinwiddie. Williams comes with a double team, and Marvin Williams picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Here's LeVert, defended by Batum, to the middle. It's tipped.
Wow, he kept his hands moving to catch his man's attention just as he was going up for that shot. Great defense there.
Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Batum's got his 3rd basket of the night. Brooklyn's gone an even 50% from three-point range in the second quarter, 4 for 8. Here's LeVert. And he can't stop the run as he misses. Charlotte shooting the ball with incredible accuracy. 68% so far. Walker. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. Williams has got 4 assists now tonight.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Now here's Allen. He's coming off a 10-point game against Indiana.
Don't forget his rebounding work, too. They couldn't contain him on the glass.
Yeah, really frustrating right now. They just can't seem to stem the tide here.
Yeah, going up against a big run, trying to mount one of your own, I mean, it's exhausting and takes a tremendous amount of energy here.
He does not play the score. I mean, he's going to continue to work his tail off on the glass and make plays just like that.
Keep it simple, know yourself, and that's how he gets his minutes. He doesn't stop battling for rebounds even when the score is lopsided. He knows his role.
And so it's the Charlotte Hornets with a huge lead at the break. Safe to say there's no catching them today. They've had active hands and have forced a lot of turnovers in this one. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks a lot. Dwight, what did you guys do to get the lead?
We're just trying to play good defense. It's tough down there, but we're doing a good job of making them just shoot one shot and get out and run.
We'll see if we can keep that going in the second half. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, y'all. Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny the Jet. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Things were going Charlotte's way from the beginning. You could see the daggers in their eyes as they went on a 10-4 run to start things off. At the end of the first quarter, they found themselves way out on top. Then in quarter number 2, it was all hands on deck, and what a show it was. Quality execution, good efficiency, some tremendous defensive play helped them take a decisive advantage, and they're running away with this one. Kenny, let's get your take on Charlotte.
They're going right to the rim, finishing every chance they get. The D was helpless trying to stop them and beating them inside. I love the relentlessness and the aggressive style. This is how you impose your will on another team.
And over to Shaq. What do you think about Brooklyn?
Well, they're obviously facing a hot shooting team tonight. That combined with a lackluster effort on defense, recipe for disaster, Ernie. Without major improvements defensively, this game is OVA. Over.
And that is just about going to wrap it up as the second half is moments away. Down to Kevin Harlan and the rest of the crew.
The scene at night here in Uptown Charlotte, where we welcome you back to the action. Welcome back, everybody. Third quarter just about to get going here in what has been so far a runaway game. You look at Marvin Williams, what a contribution.
And I loved in that first half that they were patient, looked for good shots, and knocked them down.
Yeah, and then it wasn't all dunks. I mean, they were squaring up with confidence, and that became contagious.
Here's Crab. And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. And Charlotte looking at who they've got. Inside, Williams at the 4, Howard in the middle. Walker and Batum teaming up in the backcourt, and it's Kid Gilchrist in at the 3 slot. And the replay is courtesy of Under Armour. Unleash chaos. It was a great sequence from the steal all the way to the finish at the other end. Here's Dinwiddie. Allen passes to Hollis Jefferson. And even 3-on-3 break. Nobody near. Kid Gilchrist gets the three-pointer to fall. Kid Gilchrist has got 9.
Defense, for me, just hasn't made the commitment to sprint back in transition, and that's why you see such a huge differential in fast break points.
Now here's Carroll. And a fast break now for the Hornets. Kid Gilchrist with the ball. Count it. Kid Gilchrist has got 5 points in the quarter.
And just a great job of controlling that defensive backboard, then getting out in transition. That's been the difference.
And with sponsors coming to NBA jerseys this season, Hornets fans have to be pleased with their initial sponsor. Makes perfect sense when an owner also owns a shoe brand.
Well, yeah, and Brand Jordan as the owner sponsor just made too much sense. You like how seamless and unobtrusive it's been. If you have to have a jersey sponsor, you can do a lot worse than the Hornets.
Here's Dinwiddie. Michael Kid Gilchrist making his last shot. Shot to stop the run. Hollis Jefferson can't hit. For Charlotte, they've gone 4 for 4 from the field since the halftime break. Terrific start to the third quarter.
The tenacity, the attention to detail, it's why these guys are in complete control.
Well, they continue to extend the lead. Terrific play on both ends of the court. That's a good way to boost his three-point percentage, take advantage of some soft defense.
Here's Williams. In the corner, it's Kid Gilchrist. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. Williams has got 5 assists in the game.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Here's Dinwiddie. Here's Kid Gilchrist. Oh!
And Kid Gilchrist never ceases to amaze with his athleticism. Simply phenomenal at dropping the hammer.
Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. The shot by Carroll, no good.
Having a little bit of trouble at the start of the half. Only 1 for 4 from the field.
Chalk up 2 there. Kid Gilchrist has got 15 points in just the second half.
This is an amazing run he's on. It's like he's been the only guy on the floor this quarter.
Pass to Hollis Jefferson, and it's sent back by Howard. They recover it. Crab from long range. Great D that time from Batum. And here we go. Fast break. Kid Gilchrist has got it, and Kid Gilchrist throws it down.
The breathtaking agility of Kid Gilchrist is on full display tonight. It's just remarkable how quickly he sprints down the open floor.
It's Carroll on the wing. It's good from long range. Carroll's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for the Nets. Williams kicks to Kid Gilchrist. Shoots over Carroll. He can't get it to go. And Brooklyn will now go the other way with it. Takes the 3. Kemba Walker comes up with the loose ball. Walker's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Here's Howard. Tries again. Kid Gilchrist, no luck.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
The shot by Carroll, no good.
His struggles this quarter continue. The D's done a good job.
Got a piece of it. Second shot opportunity. Nets shooting 39% from the floor. Not their best. Crabbe in the corner. Here's Dinwiddie. Carroll with the three. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Batum's got his third rebound tonight.
Look, it hasn't happened yet, but he's got time to find his rhythm. And if he does, they can turn this thing around quick.
Howard's shot is good.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
To the inside. Batum attacking. Good. Great play by Williams to set it up. And it's 8 points for Batum.
Oh, man, and Batum is very effective on this drive. Just knows how to get his shots to go despite getting bodied up.
Crabbe, no good.
A defender nowhere near him, and he still can't hit it. He wants that one back.
Kid Gilchrist, no luck. Pulls up on the wing. Walker with the rebound. Walker's got his fourth rebound in this one. Batum attacking. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. Well, one reason why Nick Batum is so valuable on the basketball floor is his ability to guard multiple positions. You hear that a lot with front court players, but Chris, he gives you that flexibility as a guard.
And his length is a big part of why he's able to do that. You always want a rangy guy you can put up on a shooter for the other team. Very often, Batum plays that role because of his ability to bother shots and check a multitude of players.
Relax on the first.
That free throw missing. And Chris, one of the rare honors for an NBA player is to have their jersey retired. The Kings retired your number 4. What does an honor like that feel like? What does that mean to you?
Man, it meant so much to have my jersey retired. I was there with my family, my wife, my brothers, sisters, parents, and everyone. And so it was just a really, really great moment. You know, when you're playing the game, you can really, we say enjoy the process, but you never really can really enjoy it day to day because you're always thinking ahead, trying to get better. And so it was just a really cool moment to sit back and think about all the positive things we did in the city, for the city, and definitely for the game of basketball. So it was a great feeling, and, you know, Sacramento forever. I thank them for that, and I love them there.
Wonderful years, indeed.
That's not a possession they'll want to repeat. Despite the points, they got to get a better shot than that.
And out of bounds is Brooklyn gains possession. And a chance now to review the shot chart for the Nets.
And everything he's touched has turned to gold. If you are on defense, you have to make sure all 5 players know exactly where he is at all times, because if he gets a sliver of a look, he'll get it done.
The Nets shooting 39% from the floor. Not their best. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Down low. And it's blocked. And the officials now calling the shooting foul. He got a lot of ball on the block, but also got the body. So some free throws coming up right now. Brooklyn shooting their third free throw shot of the game.
And I think this is a strength of this team. Solid numbers at the line across the board, 77% collectively.
Monks checked in for Nicholas Batum.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Charlotte shooting 66% right now. This offense getting everything they want out there. Here's Graham. Charlotte no good that time either. The Nets shooting an ugly 27% since halftime. Stauskas kicks to Carroll. Off target from three-point range.
And he needs to find other ways to contribute besides shooting. Sometimes you have to learn how to play well when you're not playing well.
And how about Monk there scanning the floor for the open teammate? That's how you develop a trust from your teammates.
And Brooklyn has possession. After the basket by Charlotte. Stauskas inside the line. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Stauskas has got 5. They've been doing a great job of sharing the ball.
And guys, Sade comes to mind for me because right now that offense, it's a smooth operator. Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with...
Oh! Come on, did you see that? Did you see that?
Wow. We are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special. Good on the shot. 16 points for Cody Zeller.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Carroll kicks to Allen, and then Allen slams it in. Great game for him. Double-double now. 11 points and 10 rebounds.
Good movement there, and the lead pass was right where it needed to be.
Tremendous effort. I mean, this guy has already cracked double digits on the backboard.
Yeah, just outworking guys in there, being accountable, being the leader by example.
Stauskas' shot is off. Charlotte has gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Nice D from Russell.
Yeah, good interior D there. Prevents the deuce.
Oh, wonderful anticipation. He reads the play perfectly, then with the quick reaction time.
Boy, he has been cold for a while now.
And it's sad because the team relies on him to be a threat offensively. When he's rolling, that makes them a much more dynamic offense.
And the net shooting 40% from the field. LeVert the pass to Russell. No good from outside. They are enjoying the commanding lead.
And it really gives them the opportunity to give their starters a rest. Always critical when you get ready for that home stretch. And certainly they are not hesitating, letting it fly from deep here in the second half.
They set the screen. The dish to Carroll. Beyond the arc. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Carroll's got 9 points in the quarter.
Yeah, and they are living and dying from beyond the arc since halftime. It's a different look than what we saw in the first half.
Here's LeVert. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Again, Russell missing. Charlotte's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. One thing that I think many players and certainly many other coaches, Chris, in the NBA love about Steve Clifford is his brutal honesty. He will pull no punches with you.
Yeah, reporters just can't throw cliche phrases at him during the press conferences or he'll dismantle them. The frankness he has with the media and players is one reason players like playing for him.
Okafor is checked in for the Nets. Harris comes in for Stauskas. The shot by Carroll, no good. This has been a one-sided affair.
Yeah, they've done a nice job of extending their lead and maintaining that intensity level.
Well, Kaminsky, one of the rare four-year players taken in the lottery. I mean, he's had some struggles finding his offense in NBA consistency. He needs to get a little bit stronger and a little bit more consistent in the shot.
And with Frank Kaminsky out of Wisconsin, you knew his niche in the NBA would be as a stretch big man. Hard to be an impact player when you're struggling from outside, though.
Yeah, but Kaminsky is working on his defense. It's been a little tough for him to guard players inside. Players are still having his way with him, but he's shown that he's trying to get a lot better at protecting the rim.
The first one falls.
He was named Player of the Year coming out of college, but Kaminsky is still adjusting to the speed of the NBA game.
That one is no good. Vanette shooting not looking too good out there in the second half, right around 32%. Carroll, no one around him. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Lamb dishes to Kaminsky. Rebounded by the Nets. Carroll's got 4 rebounds in this game. Outside, Russell kicks it to Carroll. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Russell's got 6 assists here tonight.
This guy, his motor is always the same. No matter what the score of the game is, he always remains aggressive.
Straight power, homie. I mean, he ripped it down with both hands.
Absolutely a resounding dunk. And for Brooklyn, they're shooting under 40% all in all for the game. The pass to Okafor. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. The Nets have gone 3 for 3 at the line tonight.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one.
That's all you, man.
And he makes both free throws. Charlotte's gone 2 of 5 with the 3-point shot since coming out of the break. Monk kicks to Graham. Fires from deep. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. Graham's got 5 points now in the quarter.
He's not the most comfortable shooter from beyond the arc, but he looked in sync that time.
The finish, and Graham throws it down hard.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
And how about the explosiveness he shows, going from the offensive to the defensive end in a blink?
Harris kicks to Russell. Basket is good, the assist from Harris. And that's now 19 points for D'Angelo Russell. From about 16, shot by Zeller, no good. Nets shooting is leaving something to be desired, just 36% here in the third quarter. Harris kicks to Russell. Carroll with the 3. Second chance shot, and it's Okafor missing. Charlotte has gotten the 3-pointer to fall to the tune of 50% here in the third quarter. They've made 3 of 6. Graham drops in the short one. Graham's got 9 points now in just the second half.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Carroll passes to Russell. There's the pick. He's looking for Okafor and finds him. And the shot is good.
Getting everyone involved. Russell operating the offense like a seasoned vet.
Graham with the ball. He's picked up by Russell. Here's Zeller, and the dunk by Zeller.
And he just punishes the D for falling asleep at the wheel.
A little disorganized that time, and the result, 2 points in the loudest way possible.
Oh, you love it. He's just playing with the greater energy and effort. He recognizes the opening and pounces on it.
Look at this. I like this. Team basketball. Keeping the ball moving till they find the right shot.
And it's Graham missing. And for Brooklyn, they're shooting 40% from the field. Passes it to LeVert. That's tipped. And Harris wide open. He shoots, and a miss there on the triple. And so it's the Charlotte Hornets, able to put on a show for the ages. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. Right back after this break. And from a recent huddle, let's listen in on head coach Steve Clifford.
That was all decision making. Great job with the personnel. We didn't get spread out, and we ran down the rebounds. Those are ones we're going to get. We got to get those long rebounds.
And Steve Clifford emphasizing hustle, especially with respect to rebounding.
And, you know, teams are addicted to long-range shooting nowadays. That leads to a ton of long rebounds. And if you don't pick those up, it puts you at a disadvantage.
And we're getting underway here in the fourth quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup, but we'll see how much things change up here. Setting the floor for the Nets. Cunningham is out there with Quincy Acey. Then there's Jahlil Okafor. Then there's Harris. And it's Whitehead in at the point. Cans it from downtown.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
Here's Carter Williams. Misses from short range. Here's Whitehead. And the layup's good off the glass.
I mean, this D is a joke. It's way too passive. They got to get a body on him when he's on his way to the bucket.
Here's Carter Williams. And Carter Williams slams it in.
The long legs of Carter Williams eating up the floor on his way to the rim.
Dishes to Acey. Stolen. 3-on-3. Michael Carter Williams again.
And you can see now they're starting to push the tempo to good effect.
And here are the Nets. They'll be playing host to Chicago for their next game. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. Whitehead. And the Nets, another three.
And defensively, you have got to extend to their shooters. They have been on fire this half.
Yeah, they've been tremendous from beyond the arc. It's a shift from what they did in the first two quarters, though.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
And here's Harris from the arc. The Hornets pull it in. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. There's Bacon. The basket good off the assist from Carter Williams.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
The feed to Harris. Takes the three. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jahlil Okafor. That is his first foul of the game. Marvin Williams is checked in for Frank Kaminsky. For Charlotte, they've gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Strong work at that end of the floor. Basket good.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Harris dishes to Acey. Here's Cunningham. Goes up again, and he's fouled on the shot. One free throw coming up.
Wow, he is lighting it up here in the second half.
Shooting one.
That's his first personal foul.
Well, there have been some questions regarding the NBA's playoff format, Chris, if the division by conference is a good thing or if we should open it up to even more teams. Should we even have divisions? If you were going to change anything, what might you change in the playoff format in any way?
Well, I tell you this, I would not add more teams. Please. I mean, if you're going to add more teams to watch more bad teams, no. If you can't win almost 50% of your games, no way.
Agreed.
I did hear one thing that was kind of interesting is that what if you ranked the teams 1 through 16 in the playoffs so that, yes, I still believe in divisions.
Right.
Kev, because I want the season to matter. Divisions, championships, that matters for a fan base. Those type of things matter. So I want to keep those in there. But if you did 1 through 16 that way, so the last two teams didn't have to play the best competition until the end, I just think that might be interesting. You never know what type of matchups you may have. But I think we've been having some great basketball in the last 15 years. So I don't know if necessarily we really need to change anything about the playoffs.
Interesting observations. Here's Whitehead. Carter Williams covering. Whitehead's shot is off. For Charlotte, they've gone 7 of 9 from the field down the stretch here in the fourth quarter. Terrific shooting. Carter Williams can't get it to go. The Nets have gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth. 4 of 9. Harris passes to Whitehead from the arc. Rebound by Williams. Charlotte has gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Bacon gets the bucket. Bacon's got 6 points in the quarter. Brooklyn with the ball. And here is Harris. Knocked loose, so it looks like the Nets will retain possession here. Stauskas is checked in for Harris. Pass to Stauskas. Over in the corner, Cunningham. So it looks like the Nets will retain possession here.
Man, you love the effort. Just getting the hand in there and knocking it out.
Well, some of that, too, is just setting the tone by being aggressive. You need guys like this on your team.
Here's AC. He dishes it to Okafor. And stolen by Williams. A fast break now for Charlotte. Shot's good by Hernan Gomez.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
Burnett shooting 40% in the fourth. Whitehead passes to AC. To the middle. Here's Okafor. 6 for 10 with that shot going in. That's a good game for a lot of guys.
After failing to be aggressive and look for a shot in the first half, you don't have to let him know this time. You don't have to remind him now. He is really taking this game over in the second.
Here's Hernan Gomez. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2.
And you can see how this game is going. I mean, put a body on somebody.
Man, this is what happens when you get discouraged. Sometimes it just affects every part of your game.
Cunningham kicks to Okafor. Offline with the baseline jumper.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Bacon's shot is off. The Nets have gone 5 of 12 from the field entering the fourth quarter. Here's Cunningham. No good with the triple.
A defender nowhere near him, and he still can't hit it. He wants that one back.
The shot's good from Bacon. Well, a few seasons ago, the NBA introduced the last 2-minute report, where they release a review of all the calls in the final 2 minutes of a game. It has certainly had some mixed reaction. Chris, how do you feel about the public review that a refereeing crew now faces with the report?
Well, I think pressure should be on referees just like it is on players. I think everyone gets their job evaluated, and it's no different from anyone else. I don't know what it does, though, what a report does by telling you what happened in the last 2 minutes and that this referee missed the call. So I don't know what it does, but I don't mind it because everyone needs to be held accountable, and transparency is always good.
Very well said. Rebounded by the Nets. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And so far this quarter, he's been a little off on his game.
Yeah, the scoring, it's not coming easy for him. You have to get into a little rhythm, but that's when you can make the extra pass. Play the role of the facilitator.
Oh, fantastic dunk. And he hangs around up there just for a little camera time.
Yeah, maybe he didn't want to land awkwardly. Who knows? But there he is, and we see it very clearly. They set the pick. Over in the corner, Cunningham. Back to Stauskas. Just 5 on the clock. Taken away by Williams. And now Carter Williams pushing it up. No one back to stop him. Tries again. And Williams with the nice bucket inside. Williams has got 24.
Well, over time, I would say Williams has morphed into a reliable small/power forward, especially in his rebound.
Here's Okafor, and count it, and a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Well, he played very poorly in the first half, but during the second half, he's feeling it. He's really flipped the on switch and owned it.
Chris, you look at the way the game is played now. We have seen some retired players say it is soft.
Well, yeah, it is soft when you look through their lens. That's true. But that's the way that the game is today. And so if you're a fan just coming to the game now, or, if this is the game you love, you accept it and you keep moving on. As long as the fans love it, as long as the players are having fun with it. But definitely, compared to the 80s, to the 90s, there's no doubt about it that the game is soft as far as physical play. But at the same time, look what it's produced. It has allowed players to show the beauty of an offensive jump shot, of an offensive move, and also made defenders get that much better because you have to move laterally and can't use your hands to guard.
And the dunk by Zeller.
And when you're open, Carter Williams will find you. He knows his role well.
Nets shooting under 40% all in all for the game. Over to the left wing. Here's AC. Here's Okafor. Graham with the rebound. Graham's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Bacon. The basket good off the assist from Carter Williams. Carter Williams has got his 5th assist in this one. Feeds to Okafor. Zeller with the double team. And here's Stauskas from the arc. Hits it from 3-point range.
Boy, this final period, they are putting up a ton of shots from deep.
Stacks on stacks on stacks. They're looking to stack up some points. They've gotten into a nice groove from out there.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Here's Whitehead. Carter Williams covering. AC dishes to Okafor. Again, Okafor missing. Charlotte's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Graham. Here's Zeller, and he banks in the layup. Zeller's got 6 here in this quarter.
And the work ethic of Zeller. Now that's what makes him dangerous when scoping out opportunities on the offensive glass.
Pass to AC. Tries a 3. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession. Harris is checked in for Brooklyn. The Nets shooting just 30% from the field here in the 4th. Whitehead passes to AC. Here's Whitehead. Carter Williams covering. Knocked away. There's the dish to Stauskas. Picked by Okafor. 6 to shoot. Here's AC. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
The Nets shooting 39% from the floor. Not their best. Here's Whitehead. He kicks it to Stauskas. From deep. And Bacon pulls it down. The Hornets shooting 64%. Beautiful all-around play by this offense. Zeller. Rebound, Brooklyn. Harris outside. Right wing. There's the 3. And no good that time. And Charlotte will go the other way with it. Here's Graham, and Graham throws it down.
And you like the sharp passing from Williams, a long, tall player who scans the floor.
Here's Whitehead. Carter Williams covering. Picked by Okafor. Kicks it to Harris. The 3. And he's good on the 3 ball.
Oh, just a brick wall of a screen. Knocks the defender out of the play.
Here's Bacon, and there's a nice one-handed slam.
And passing with a purpose there. I love how Carter Williams keeps his teammates involved.
Harris, right side. And the Nets, another 3.
And look, the D has to be talking out there. They can't make threes that easy for them.
That's good from Williams, the assist from Carter Williams. And it's now 26 points for Williams.
And some guys just have a nose for scoring. And this one couldn't have been any easier.
I mean, I don't know whether to say it's amazing or it's sad, but you're down double digits and you still allow an uncontested layup. Where is the pride? Where is your heart?
AC with the rebound.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Hornets.
You know, their big advantage was points in the paint.
And they found a way to pound the ball inside. And that was working all game long.
And guys, at this point in the long NBA season, this will go down as win number 25.
And once it becomes official, this win gives them a nice confidence boost against this team. They'll face them twice more this season.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Williams.
He's had an effect on every part of this game, a triple-double. What more can you say? It's been a one-man show. Today was a good day.
Kaminsky, he's checked in for Charlotte.
One shot.
And that one misses.
Well, Cody Zeller isn't looking to impress anyone with this play, but he is a solid contributor on the floor. I mean, he runs the floor well. He's very good around the rim. Great efficiency on the touches close in that he does get.
Charlotte calls timeout.
Timeout.
They're in front. There's 45 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Now the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Marvin Williams.
And guys, no doubt who our pick was going to be. He's made everyone else on the court look like they're playing at half speed. It's been total domination, and you can't help but just sit back and admire that performance.
Well, he needed a game like this badly. He's been struggling for a while now, but tonight he broke out of that slump in style. Charlotte making a switch here. Williams is checked in.
Two shots.
That free throw, no good. And he can't make the second free throw either, missing both. Here's Graham, and the shot is long. Here's Stauskas. He's covered by Zeller. Stauskas kicks to Okafor. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
Beautiful lead pass. The finisher never has to break stride.
And the dunk by Zeller.
And giving the fans what they came to see, a spirited performance.
Yeah, with a double-digit lead at this point, they can pretty much mark this one up in the win column.
Stauskas, the pass to Whitehead. Kaminsky with the double team. Back to Stauskas. Out to Harris. Lets it go with a three. Buries it from three-point range.
Smart decision to kick the ball out as the defense collapses inside.
Carter Williams, and he converts the layup.
And that's a killer instinct on display as they try to put this one on ice.
Well, they've gotten serious, stringing together some game-winning buckets.
And so it's the Hornets taking care of business in this one. It was a tale of two teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thank you. Michael, the key to this game for the team tonight?
It was just a team effort. You know, we moved the ball on defense. We were trying to help everybody out and be in the right spots all the time, and we were able to come up with the win.
Part of a rebuilding team here, Michael. Thank you for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Chris Webber, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.